Today I'm going to be showing all of you guys some coaster build hacks in Theme Park Tycoon 2. These will help you with your coasters and things that you can do with roller coasters other than making roller coasters. These are some pretty simple hacks to get you just started making some really cool roller coasters. So let's just get straight into it. So first of all, first on the item of business is something that I don't see as often as I want to. So basically, let's say I'm making a multi-launch right here. Here's my multi-launch, and your station is like normal terrain level. What I would do and what you should be doing is not just building it on the terrain, but building it one under, just like that. And then we'll build some pieces, and basically just for the place that you built the roller coaster, you dig down the terrain like this. Now when your coaster comes out, so let me, there we go, there's our coaster. So now it's gonna look more realistic. In theme parks, you have them like this, and then you just go straight into the track. If you were to build it one more up, like Dennis wants you to, then you're gonna have to literally climb 3 large steps to get up to the roller coaster. So always do this unless there's some specific one that looks weird like that. Mine train would be kind of weird if you did it one under. Like if you did mine train like that, well, I guess the mine train might not even be bad. Wild mouse would be a little bit low if you did it one down. Same with junior coaster, it's a little low, so maybe don't do that for a couple of the coasters that look a little weird with that, especially the ones that are like this. That right there would look very strange. This is the normal level for all of those like hanging coasters, but for the ground ones, most of them you should do 1 block down. All right, the next little hack we have is to build custom supports. So if you don't know what custom supports are, so the supports are basically, we'll build off of this ride because why not? Let's grab the ride and we're just gonna start building some stuff. Let's just start building a roller coaster right here. Boom, you go straight into the booster for some reason. Then you're gonna go way up high, and then boom, you're gonna go way back down. Oh, you're gonna slow down a little bit. Slow down a little bit into a super steep and wonky drop just like this. Look at that. Oh, that's a beautiful drop. Look at that. Okay, so this beautiful roller coaster, it would look even more beautiful if you added your own support. So these are the supports right here. This gray, really bad looking little sad pole right there. What we want to do is make our own custom supports. A lot of people do like really cool stuff. Like they have like an entire just like base for the main lift hill. I'll show you pictures of what people do with Theme Park Tycoon 2, but it's a humongous like support that looks amazing. I don't even know how to do it, but I guess from looking at the pictures, it could help you to make that. The simple way is just basically replicate this, but make it out of primitives, and it'll look better just immediately. So we'll make some custom supports because why not? We'll grab this piece and we'll make it as long as possible, and let's just put our custom supports in. Usually you want to do it spread out, and these custom supports are usually pretty spread out, so I like to do it exactly where these are. So then we go all the way down with our supports to the bottom, and then just like these, there's like a little side one right here. I'm gonna make a side one, but look how much better mine is gonna look compared to the automatic supports. So here it is. It's looking like almost identical to this, but we're gonna make it even better. First of all, we can change the material, which is great. So if you didn't want to do metal, you could literally do wood, which would be kind of weird. I guess for wooden coasters, you make it wood. You can make it concrete, which maybe stick to metal. We'll make it like yellow for some reason. Okay, so for now, that's what we're doing, and then we're going to add a concrete box, because a lot of supports in real life have like a whole concrete box at the bottom. You can't really add that with these custom ones. They have like this tiny little concrete thing, but we're gonna add a big concrete box about this big right here. Same with for this one. We'll make them concrete, and to add some more detail, what you want to do is make this a little wider and make it like a little connection point right here. So we got that right there, and then you add nails to the outside of it, so like big bolts that like screw them down into the concrete. So we'll make this a little smaller. We'll make it a different color. We'll make them like nail like that. You see those bolts? We're gonna do that, and then just kind of spam it around here. Boom, look at all these bolts around it. Look how much better this already looks compared to that sad looking thing. And what we can do is just copy this over to the other side. So I'm gonna copy and paste all of these items all the way to over here. And then we're not done, guys. We're gonna add almost like these little things throughout to make it look like it's multiple pieces. Right here, it just looks like one ginormous piece of metal, but we're gonna make this look like it was put together with a lot of different pieces. So basically, we're gonna duplicate what we did here, but we're gonna make the nail look like it's going through the entire thing. So look at this. We're gonna make the nail go through the entire thing. And this, we can just Control-Shift copy, and literally look how many times we're gonna paste it. Just every like good amount like that. Perfect. And then we would usually put this on this side as well. So let's just grab it and paste it onto that side. We can easily just go paste, paste, and paste. Look at that. Now it's looking so much better than the original supports. There are so many different ways you can do this. You don't even have to do it this way. You can do it so many different ways. A good way to like know what to do is just look at your favorite roller coasters, the ones that look the coolest, and look how their supports work, and I guess just copy it. So that's just my way of making the supports. You can do it in so many different ways. Benny from Benny's Movie Park, he made like wooden ones in his water coaster. Those looked insane. So basically, please don't use these boring little really bad looking supports. Use these really cool looking supports. Let's go to the next little hack. So the next little hack I have, we're gonna delete this because, well, actually we can keep it there, but we're gonna separately make a different coaster. The next one is going to be to double or even triple track your roller coasters. If you don't know what doubling the track means, basically you make two roller coasters on top of each other for it to look really cool, and it takes so long, and really only like a few select amount of people do it. But if you do it, it makes your coaster, in my opinion, look better. So let's see, we'll use the multi-launch, and I want to see what other one we could use. We'll make a little bit of a track right here, and then we're just gonna double track this coaster. Okay, I made a super quick little coaster right here, and now we're gonna double track this thing. Let's see if the phase turbine looks good with it. Okay, so we're gonna just match the coaster as perfectly as possible. All right, and after like a lot of just like perfect matching of your tracks, it's gonna start looking really nice. Okay, and then with the double track, this is what it looks like. It actually looks so cool. Like, it made it look so much better with that one strip throughout the middle. Whoa, and you can barely tell that there are two tracks on top of each other. So I honestly think it made this one look really, really nice. So yeah, you should probably do that. And what people do sometimes is combine the wooden coaster with the hybrid coaster. I think that looks pretty cool as well. You can tell right here when it stopped using the double track. Look, it keeps going and then it stops right here. It stops looking as cool. This is without the double track, and then this is with the double track. It looks so much better. All right, the next one is to use roller coasters as decoration. I'm gonna show you an example of this in one of my theme parks. So I'm gonna load in a theme park really quick. Here's my Halloween park. If you didn't know, I made this last year. I think it's a pretty cool park, and I used a roller coaster as the fence right here. Look at this fence. I think it turned out pretty sick. So this is one of the ways you can use a roller coaster as a fence. You can use it as almost like a statue. A lot of people have used that. So you'll have like a fountain, and in the middle is just like a statue with like a roller coaster going up. I mean, those look pretty cool too. So you can use them in a lot of different ways, not just to make actual roller coasters. All right, I should probably unload this park and go on to the last building hack for roller coasters in Theme Park Tycoon 2. Dang it, I have to wait 12 seconds to reload my park. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yay. All right, the next little building hack is, let me show you with an example. We'll use the vertical launch because we haven't used that one yet. Actually, what if we use the extreme spinning coaster? Where even is it? You know what, let's just use the single rail. So we'll put some boosters. So basically, when you're building a roller coaster, the best thing you can do if you want it to be as smooth as possible is to just use really long tracks like this. It'll automatically make it smooth, right? You don't have to build super detailed like smooth tracks. This will automatically make your track super smooth. But if you have to, for like some sharp turn or something, if you have to make it in pieces, so like for example, this really big turn that would be really smooth if you just made that piece, if you have to make it in small pieces, you would have to spend so much time just remaking it and just testing it out to make sure it doesn't look really jaggedy. I'm going to show you what it looks like when you do it wrong. So basically you have this, just ignore that. Look right here, you're going to notice every single piece, kind of like you placed, for every single piece you place, you can kind of tell when the next piece is, because like the turn is a little more sharp or a little less sharp. And to make it perfect, you got to make it so every single piece you place is the same amount of like turning. So in order to fix that, all you have to do is make it sure that every single piece you use when you turn is the exact same amount of turn. This will require you to like write it a ton of times and make sure it's smooth. It'll take a while, but it's worth it. So this piece right here is about the same amount of like sharpness in the turn. So I'm gonna place it, and then maybe if it's too sharp later, then I guess I'll fix it. And then that one's a little too sharp, so you're gonna be able to notice it. You gotta make it less sharp, just like that. That's perfect. And then the height doesn't really matter. You can make it go like down or up, and it's not gonna make it less smooth unless you do it like really drastically. All right, and then right here we're gonna straighten it out, and now let's try riding this coaster. Let's see if you can notice anytime. Okay, you can notice right here that it makes it a little sharper. I think that's just because it smooths out to like going straight. We're gonna try to fix it. We're gonna try to see if we can fix this. It like turns a little too sharply right here in the next piece, or maybe not sharp enough. All right, I think this is gonna fix it right here. Here we go. You can kind of tell, but it's so much more subtle than before. Change it a ton, write it a ton to make sure it's 100% smooth. So that's going to be it. If you have any other questions about coasters, make sure to ask them in the comments down below, and I'll try to answer them as best as I can. I hope you like this, and if this was helpful, make sure to comment down below which one was your favorite. Thanks for watching this video, and we'll see you guys in the next one.